Thank you all for coming and standing with us together. To open this afternoon is the event is Sheikh Yasir Abdul Salam with a few verses from the Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة إن الله مع الصابرين ولا تقولوا لمن يقتل في سبيل الله أموات بل أحياء ولكن لا تشعرون ولنبلونكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون صدق الله العظيم.
I will be translating the verses of the Quran. This is chapter Al-Baqarah, verses 153 through 157. The Almighty Allah says, O ye who believe, seek help with patient perseverance and prayer, for Allah is with those who patiently persevere. And say not of those who are slain in the way of Allah, they are dead. Nay, they are living, though you perceive it not. Be sure we shall test you with something of fear and hunger, some loss in goods or lives, or the fruits of your toil. But give glad tidings to those who patiently persevere, who say, when afflicted with calamity, to Allah we belong, and to Him is our return. They are those whom descend blessings from Allah and mercy, and they are the ones that receive guidance. Sadaqallahu al-Azim.
Thank you, Imam Yasir and Mu'adh al-Mogari. Now I would like to bring Councilman Abu Musa, welcoming and engaging the public.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. Thank you to be here. Everybody, it is not a friendly weather, but we are here to remembering and deeply saddened for the happening in Christchurch, New Zealand last week. Hamtramck and Detroit community people arranged this event since last week, and I have a very valuable community leaders, imams, elected officials, and some other people can express their opinion and express their speech. I don't want to take a longer time from you guys. I just thank you again to be here, and we condemn all those terrorism and all the shooting all over the world. Thank you very much. Thank you again.
Thank you, Councilman. Now I would like to bring a person that's always there for the city, always there for the citizens, the Honorable Mayor, Karen Mayaski.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you all for being here. The city of Hamtramck sends its deep and sincere condolences to the Muslim community of Christchurch, New Zealand. We recognize the shock and fear caused by this act of terror, along with the escalation of hate speech and intimidation tactics in our own country, even from the highest levels of our federal government. Here in Hamtramck, we refuse to bow to the worst in humanity. Instead, we raise our heads and join our hands with those most at risk from the evil forces that seek to divide and even murder. Along with people of goodwill across the globe, we stand in solidarity with our Muslim neighbors, colleagues, family, and friends. And we renew the city's pledge to respect and protect our residents and institutions from threats and intimidation. Our police and city administration are listening to our residents, and we commit to providing the assistance and protections you need. And I ask residents of all backgrounds and all faiths to be especially vigilant, to alert the police of any suspicious situations, and to support and protect each other in other ways, in the ways large and small that create a safe and welcoming environment. Any threat to the Muslim community of Hamtramck is a threat to us all. And so we vow to stand firm as a community united by the power of our compassion and defended by our personal and institutional commitment to what is right and just. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Repeat after me. Together against terrorism.
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 And now, also want to bring a person who works day and night. A police chief that's known to everyone. A police chief that gives her number to every citizen that asks for it or needs help. Please help me welcome to the podium our Chief, Ann Moyes.
I want to thank you all for having us here and allowing me to speak. I want you to know how important it is that we all come together as in a community and we stand up against terrorism and hate, that we are working with community leaders and our state and federal partners together to stand together to be a stronger community, to be a stronger nation, and to let them know they will not win. No matter what, we are going to stand together and we are going to fight against hate and terrorism in this community. The police department supports you, we care about you, and we are here for you and your safety. Thank you again to our state partners who are here and our federal partners that we're working on. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much. Again, terrorism has no religion. Terrorists have no religion. And they are friends of no religion. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Now I would like to bring also Councilman and Mayor Pro Tem Anam Mia.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Just want to say that kind of act and behavior has never been condoned by any religion, any culture, any groups. We condemn those that seek to put fear and terrorize innocent and the less fortunate. I just want to say I truly appreciate all of you guys coming out in this weather to show solidarity, to show the people that's hurting, that's suffering, and those families that we stand with you, we support you, we'll always be here for you. I just want to take one moment for all of us to hold hands in a moment of silence for those that lost their lives in that tragedy, in that terror act. Please hold hands for a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Last words. Know this country is the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Mia. I would also want to bring Councilman Saad Al-Masmari to say a few words.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to say something here different. Instead of crying, let's just do something to help us feel safe in the future. We have two things to do. One thing that the community has to do, and the second thing that the police department has to do. The police departments in Hamtramck received almost $2 million, and the main purpose for that is to protect people, nothing else. So we want to feel that we are protected, we are safe, and we are being watched by the police department in Hamtramck. Detroit Police Department also receiving almost $500 million just for the budget to make people feel safe. This is for the police department. Us, as a community members, as a residents, what do? We need to stand for each other, hold hands, stand side to side. If we see something, we say something. If you see something in front of the church, front of the mosque, front of a city hall, front of an event, front of a gathering, front of everywhere, say something. If you see something in social media, don't be quiet. You have to report it, and that's how we protect ourselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Councilman Saad Al-Masmari. Also with us, Councilman Ayan Prado would like to say a few words.
Didn't actually know I was going to say a few words. I'm just here to show support. I guess that's all you really can do is just stand with your neighbors and show support. So that's why I'm here. My condolences to everyone that's been affected by terrorism. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Also with us, Hamtramck Public Schools Superintendent. And he's one of the best superintendents we have in the state. We thank you for your service. He would like to say a few words. Mr. Nichai.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Hamtramck Public Schools stands in solidarity with our Muslim students, staff, and families. We are committed to provide crisis management to any student, staff, member, or family member that is dealing with fear and anxiety. We have a trained staff, student staff. All you need to do is contact your principal, contact Mrs. Roby, the Special Services Director, and that will happen. Also, in Hamtramck Public Schools today, 2 new security devices came in, metal detectors, brand new to replace older ones for safety reasons, top of the line. Next Wednesday, 2 more are going to be delivered. We care about our students. We care about our families. We love Hamtramck, and we stand in solidarity against hate. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nichai. Thank you so much. And now I would like to bring a person that most of us know. He's been a leader for many, many years. And also, his mom was also a leader. Let me bring up the State Representative, Isaac Robinson.
Thank you, Brother Ibrahim. If everybody could lock arms in the circle, and when I say we are, I want you to say family. We are. We are. We are. We are. I'm so blessed to have been raised in the city of Detroit, because it's all about jobs, justice, and peace. And we're all in this together. And the message that I want to emphasize again, and repeating what my brother Ibrahim says, we're united together. When I say united, say together. United.
Together.
United.
Together.
United.
Together.
United.
Together.
And I just want to thank the police departments of Detroit and Hamtramck and the city officials, both mayors. When we contacted them after the horrible tragedy in New Zealand, they were immediately receptive and responsive. And I just want to be very thankful. And the message to our children, I want a very strong message, is we have some of the best public safety officials known to mankind, and they're on the job, they're on high alert. and they're doing everything to make sure that we are safe. I also want to thank our schools in Detroit and Hamtramck for being very sensitive to our students. Very, very thankful to be part of this community. Let's kill them with love. Let's kill them with love. Everybody say, kill them with love.
Kill them with love.
Thank you.
Thank you, State Representative Isaac Robinson. Thank you so much. Now I would like to bring up President and Chairman of the Yemeni American Political Action Committee, Sam Al-Asri.
Good afternoon. I would like to begin by saying that unity is a terrorism's biggest enemy. I would like to give a special thanks to the State Rep Isaac Robinson. Every time I express any concern that the community may have, Mr. Robinson never hesitated, goes out of his way to find a solution. We are very grateful to have the State Rep that cares deeply about this citizen. Also, I would like to thank the Hamtramck City Mayor, Karen Mayaski, the city officials, the city patrol, and also the chief of police of Hamtramck in Detroit. I would like to thank the elected officials, spiritual leaders, and the community members for all the faith and traditions, for the taking the time out today to stand united and express love and support for our Muslim brothers and sisters. In the wake of the terrorist attack that took place on March 15th in New Zealand, our prayers goes out to the victims' family. Also, I want to acknowledge the New Zealand citizens and the government for their amazing compassion and their swift handling in a criminal terrorist attack. Thank you.
Thank you all again. And now I would like to bring to the podium a community activist that's known to everyone also, Mr. Kamal Rahman.
Thank you, Brian. Assalamu alaikum again. Thank you all for coming. On behalf of all the communities here, thank you all for coming in this cold weather. And we're trying to keep our speeches short. So, as you know, the reason we are here for a heinous act, a terrorist act against civilians, a week ago today. They had normal life till that day somebody decided to go and kill them. And then we know why, because somebody is inciting violence around the world against the minorities, against Muslims. They're spreading Islamophobia and against minority immigrants. Also, that happens here, that happens in New Zealand, Australia, all over the world. We have to stand vigilant about it. And today, I want to condemn some media outlet. All they do, their primary job is to spread hatred. And somehow, if you don't like white supremacy, somehow they question your patriotism. They question your Americanism. We condemn to the strongest terms that those media outlets are responsible for these acts. We cannot, while we mark the 1 week anniversary of this event, the kindness that the country has shown to the Muslim community, the minority community. Jacinda Ardern, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, she has shown what a true world leader should be. She has shown that what our leader should follow and be the true leader. In fact, I think there is an opening in 2020. Somehow, if we can make that happen. She has proven that if you really want to do something, you can change the law, you can declare it in 24 hours and change it by the 1 week anniversary. We have never seen this type of leadership in recent years. We thank New Zealanders for their response, the first responders, and everyone that came. The city ran out of flowers. They came to show their love. The city ran out of flowers. That's how much they care. They protected Muslims
Good, buddy.
while they were praying. The biker clubs, they forgot their differences. They have been fighting each other for years. They forgot their differences. And holding hands together to protect Muslims. We cannot forget that. We will never forget that. And then I want all of you to know that the attacker, the terrorist, was not stopped by police, but other than one brave man. So there is something to learn for us. That we are here, we know we are short-staffed for the police departments everywhere, and they cannot be in every masjid every day. So we have to stand vigilant. We have to develop some type of program for ourselves, how we can protect our worshippers in the mosque. Because Amtramck area, we always like to say that we are a Muslim majority that also come with some risk. That's proven in New Zealand. So don't let your guard down, be vigilant, and we'll work with the administration. Thank you again.
Thank you, Kamar Rahman. Also with us, Dr. Khaja Ahmed, Asian American Caucus.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. We are so glad that we can show today our solidarity, our unity. We are so mercy that after the Jummah prayer, we are here to show up our sympathize those who lost their lives. Here today, I will have one message, as we mentioned, that the terrorism has no religion, no country. We are here to condemn the terrorism, and we need to stand together. And as Brother Kamal, he mentioned that the police, yes, they are the public servant. They will be all the mosques. They will be monitoring all the critical situation. But as we have our job, we need to make our safety, whether mosque, whether job, or whether school. So make sure we have all alert to protect ourselves. Thank you so much. Thank you to all here.
Thank you. Now with us is Imam Fakhrul Islam, Masjid Al Ihsan.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. We are here today because we lost our 50 brothers in New Zealand last Friday. This is the biggest loss, and Islamophobia kills them. Islamophobia kills so many Muslims around the world, and Islamophobia is a political game. Am I right or not? Islamophobia is a political game, and Islamophobia is real, and Islamophobia is targeted campaign. We know we lost 50 brothers and sisters in New Zealand. They are in paradise. Our religion said, whoever died in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, don't say they are dead. They are not dead. They are alive. But you don't know. This is our religion. Did you see the video? Nobody was crying. Everybody was silent because of they have a faith, strong faith in their heart. But the bad terrorist, he killed them like a video game. He killed them like a video game. I spoke with our police chief. I called her and she responded me. We'll have a imam and masjid committee meeting for our safety concern. And last 2 days ago, I met Imam Council of Michigan in Iona Mosque. We had a successful meeting. We had over 30 imams there. And I heard about the training from the Bloomfield Hills Community Police Department. They went to the mosque and they trained the congregation how to deal these kinds of massacre. That's what we need in our city. We will let our police chief and police department to get an initiative train our people how they deal with these kinds of massacre. The terrorists are terrorists. They don't have any religion, any faith, any color, any race. They are evil, and everywhere there is a bad people. That's why we have to be careful. I hired two security guards. I have to pay. I already paid them for 2 hours, $100 for this Juma. We have a surveillance camera. Every mosque should have the camera and have a security guard, because our police department is not very large. We have a small amount of the police officer. That's why we need their help, and we also have to help them. May Allah give us tawfiq to understand stand against of the terrorists, and may Allah give us understand the religion of Islam, because Islam is not a terrorist religion. No religion teach any terrorism or anything bad. All the religion, they advise to the people to be peaceful and good. That's what I have to say. Thank you so much, everybody, to be here.
Thank you. Now I would like to bring a special person in Hamtramck that's also known and well respected, probably in the country, in the world. She just came from a long trip and joined us now. I would like to welcome from Hamtramck Community Initiative, Reverend Sharon Buttrey.
So I was flying from Lebanon to Kurdistan when I received this news. And my husband and I are doing peace building initiatives in those two countries. And I can tell you, the shock and the hurt was felt around the world. The people that I was with also expressed their condolences. And I had no doubt in my mind what would be happening back here in Hamtramck, that we would be coming together, and that we would be protecting each other, and that we would be promoting love and respect, as we always have done. And that is our hallmark as a community. I follow the teachings of Jesus, who said, love your enemies. That's a very radical thing to do, but we've seen it expressed in the reaction to the tragedy in New Zealand. And we not only need to create safe place here in our community, but we need brave space. We need space not to act as victims and act in fear, but we need brave space to help our children and our community promote and be proactive to protect and love and create the beloved community that we desire. I don't have words for the sorrow I feel, and which I wish to express to the families of the victims and to the hearts of all of us who are broken. As a mom, you never want to raise a child who would do something like this. And so we just need to keep on working hard with and for each other. That's my dream for Hamtramck, that we stay together strong.
Thank you very much.
Repeat after me. We love Hamtramck.
We love Hamtramck.
We love the Hamtramck Police.
We love Hamtramck Police.
We love our state police.
We love our state police.
Thank you.
We love our mayor.
Absolutely. Now I'd like to bring up our Imam and Sheikh Abdul Razzaq al-Sayyid.
السلام عليكم جميعا. سأقول 3 كلمات باختصار. الكلمة الأولى أقول الجو بارد، آلم أجسادنا، لكن ما آلم قلوبنا أشد، وهو الحادث الذي حدث في نيوزيلندا. الأمر الثاني، هذه الحادثة لا تزيدنا إلا إصرارا على نبذ العنف والتطرف والعنصرية من بيننا. الأمر الثالث، شكرا هامترامك، البوليس وحكومة هامترامك والحاضرين جميعا غير المسلمين، شكرا لكم على تعاطفكم. هذه هي أمريكا التي نريد أن نتعاطف مع كل قضايا تنزل بنا في أي موضع في أمريكا أو في غير أمريكا. شكرا لكم جميعا، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Assalamu alaikum. I'll be translating again. Sheikh Abdul Razzaq said, peace be upon you. He said that regardless of the weather, everybody came from different communities, from different religions to show
the support to our community as Muslims and to those who lost their lives in New Zealand. And he mentioned that this event that happened, this atrocity in New Zealand, made us only more stronger, more united, and we will not spread hate. We will spread love, and we ask everybody to stand together, strong more than ever. And he thanked the city officials, state officials for showing up, and the agencies for supporting the Muslim communities in Detroit and Hamtramck. And thank you so much, and thanked you so much for showing up regardless of this weather.
Thank you, Maad. Also with us from Beit Al Ma'mur, Mr. Alamo.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. Muslims are not terrorists. Muslims never support terrorism. We condemn this terrorism in New Zealand. We are Muslim here and also Christian. Everybody we are united. Yemeni Muslim, Bengali Muslim, everybody we are united, including everyone in this area. Hamtramck. I thanks to give thanks to Prime Minister of New Zealand who do this event as a against the terrorism. আমি যারা নিউজিল্যান্ডে আক্রমণে নিহত হয়েছেন তাদের মাগফিরাত কামনা করি এবং আমি তাদের পরিবারদের সান্ত্বনা দিচ্ছি আমাদের এই কমিউনিটির পক্ষ থেকে প্লিজ stop terrorism. I say stop, you say terrorism. Stop! 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 Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. And also with us from Masjid Al Falah, Sheikh and Imam Abdul Latif Azam.
Peace be upon those who rightly guided and all children of Adam. All the children of Adam, we are united. It is not against a religion. It is this atrocity took place against humanity. Therefore, you have seen in New Zealand, Christchurch, New Zealand, and Australia, England, United States, all over the world, humanity are united against those crimes, those heinous crimes. Therefore, it will make us more closer to each other. We'll understand better. I will end with my ayah from Holy Quran. ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم وما يلقاها إلا الذين صبروا وما يلقاها إلا ذو حظ عظيم. Retaliate bad with good. Replace bad action with good. That will bring closer to you. And this enemy, one day you will become your close friend. That has happened. History is the witness. And then it will not be possible until we have to increase our intellectual brain. We have to educate ourselves. We have to educate our brothers and sisters, those who live surrounding us. Reach out to your neighbor, reach out to your colleague, reach out to your friend, your class friend, everybody. And thank you for your coming. And one of the greatest things has been done. Few state person, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, what she said when the next morning one of the Muhajjaba sister was attacked, and then all the non-Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, Sikh sisters, they came with a scarf. And in fact, 29 religions, they have a headscarf. Islam is not only one. But when they came together, it's bring great change in New Zealand, Australia, England, and many places. So again, thank you for your coming. Thank you for your solidarity. May God bless us all. Let us united. Allahumma wahid qulub al-muwahhidin. Ya Allah, unite us, Ya Rabbal Alamin.
Thank you, Imam. And it's getting cold now. We'll try to max it for 2 minutes, please. Next, from One Hamtramck, Bill Meyer.
Thank you. I'm going to repeat what I said at the Friday night rally. I'll cut that in half. First of all, white supremacy is on the rise in the world. We've said some kind words today. I'm going to say some sobering statements right now. I appreciate the comments so far that we all have to work together and that we all have to love each other. No question about that. One Hamtramck condemns the cowardly acts of terrorism in New Zealand. We also extend our respect and our support to the local Muslim community in their time of grief from the massacre and abhor the resulting fear and anxiety that's been created because of that. One Hamtramck was formed to address issues of social injustice, issues of racism and Islamophobia, and other forms of discrimination. This type of violence, however, is American as apple pie. Our country was built on slavery. It was built on the destruction of native lands and native people, stealing their lands, killing millions of people to make this country for us. U.S. is the world's largest manufacturer of weapons, and we sell more weapons than all the other countries combined. Our economy is based on having wars around the world, where we kill hundreds of thousands of people. In Iraq alone, we killed 500,000 children. Where do we think people get this idea for violence? Where do they get the idea to secure weapons to kill people that they don't like, that they don't understand? Why do we continue trying to own and rule the world? Why does the U.S. have to take over the world and kill people all around the world? This creates an attitude in America, a feeling of killing other people, and we're unsafe because of that, because of American foreign policy. We're just a gunshot away from what happened in 9/11. One incident can trigger a horrible response. However, we live in a great city, as you've heard from all the speakers before. We're very proud of this city. It's very unique. It's the only Muslim majority city in America. We have an opportunity to set an example to the country, to the world. And we've tried up till now to get along, and we appreciate all that. But I want to ask you just to consider a few points that One Hamtramck recommends. We have to acknowledge that there is social injustice in America and in Hamtramck, and we have to fight to create a society where everyone shares power. We have to share the power. We have to work actively to expose foreign policy that's killing people around the world. We have to work to end war and to fight for peace and create an environment where guns are not necessary anymore. We have to eliminate the need for guns. We have to eliminate the environment that creates terrorists. Why do terrorists do what they do? There's a reason for everything. Why are they created? What caused it? We have a war on terrorism. We're not going to win it. We have a war on drugs. We haven't won it. We're not going to win it. There has to be another approach. We have to find that approach. We have to learn how to appreciate someone who's different than ourselves. And Hamtramck's diversity affords us that great opportunity. I'm thrilled we live here in Hamtramck, and I'm thrilled that we're going to fight for justice and peace and against war. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill. Also, say a few words. MD Alam.
Assalamu alaikum. I know we get standing here long and the cold. I just want to remind you a message that when somebody like my skin do something small, the media comes and they try to dig like your 14th generation. Your name, your grandfather name, your dad name, grand-grandfather name. But when we see something like this, the condemn goes to the right wing, conservative, not case media outlet. They forget to call this as a terrorism. They forget to call the killer, the gunman, like they're saying it's a gunman, but that's a terrorist. So the condemnation is, we do not support any terrorism. We stand against the terrorism. So as today, the city government, the mayor, the community leaders, elected officials, our police department, our the church community, Muslim community, and all our masjids, all the imams came out. This is the message today. Do not forget 2015, the guy who walked inside a church killed 9 people. He was a terrorist. The guy who walked inside a movie theater killed 70 people. He was a terrorist. The guy who walked and ran to masjid and killed these people, 50 people, he is a terrorist. So we stand against terrorism. Terrorist has no religion and no border. We will stand together and united to establish peace, harmony, justice and solidarity. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Abdi Alam. Also with us, 2 hard-working women from the Organization Against U.S. Ecology, Diane Wickrell and Pam Pfeffer. Say a few words.
Thank you so much. On behalf of the coalition, we just want to condemn these violent attacks in New Zealand and condemn all kinds of Islamophobia. Racism takes a lot of different forms, and what we learned when we've been talking about this fight against U.S. ecology, against this plant that's trying to bring in all these poisons into the community. Whenever we talk about it, everybody always says, why here? Why are they bringing the poisons into this community? And it has everything to do with racism. It's everything to do with environmental racism. And the only way of opposing that is to fight against racism while we fight to defend and protect the community from the poisons. So we're asking everybody to come out on the 28th and to speak out against this expansion of U.S. ecology. We want to stop the poisons from coming into the community. And we really value the work that the Muslim community has put into this fight already and is helping to really strengthen this struggle. Thank you.
I'm Pam Pfeffer, and I just wanted to say very quickly, we have been fighting this expansion for almost 4 years, and we were about at the end of our game. We had nowhere else to turn, and we found out that the state of Michigan was in violation of EPA law because they did not provide a public hearing with translation and interpretation in Bengali and Arabic. This is why this is the only reason they gave us another meeting, is because they were, and next Thursday at 6 p.m. On Buffalo Street, Bridge Academy, we are having our public meeting with MDEQ, and there will be translation and interpretation in Bengali and Arabic, and we just really want to pack this room, even if you don't want to come and speak. They need to know that they overlooked, I mean, one of the most significant, over 50% of our community has been overlooked. So we're not going to let the state get away with it. So please, I hope you all show it.
Thank you. Again, the event is next Thursday, 6 p.m. at Bridge Academy East. This Thursday, come